Okay, we're going to replace the salad here because it was all painted up. And besides, it's all broken. See how it's all broken there? I'll turn the flashlight on so you can see it better. See, this is a shallow box, and this screw hit the inside of that connector there, the box, the conduit connector, so we're going to shorten that screw. Okay, there is a ground wire on here, and they just backstabbed this. Nope, there's not a hole for a green screw to go into. Oh, there is. So we'll take our green screw here. It's our ground screw. We'll try to get in that green screw hole right there. And we'll get it up. It'll go up around that screw up here. Well, if you can't, you can't. You know what? If you can't, you can't. You just take it out and you forget about it. And use a ground clip. But I think I'm going to be able to get it. The problem is I just can't see. I wish my bifocals would let me look up. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If they don't, they don't. You know what? There's wood back there, and there's no way I'm going to get that screw in there. So you know what? I'm going to force it. I will just force it, and it will go in. A little force makes things go. There it goes. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go around the screw the direction the screw turns. So I go up this way. And it'll be just very nice if my bifocals would let me see up. But you know what? If they don't, they don't. You just thank God for what you can see. And do the best you can with what you can see. And don't worry about what you can't see. It would really be sweet if I could see. But if you can't, you can't, you know? You just have to be thankful to God for what you can see and what you can do. You don't frustrate over what you can't see and what you can't do. You know what? I'm about ready to forget about this screw and just forget it and not use it. Just hook it to the outlet and ground it with the outlet, that's all. But I'm going to try one more time because I'd really would rather do it according to Coach, you know? I really would like to. But if you can't, you can't. You just do the best you can and praise God and be thankful for what you can do. And that's all there is to it. And I think I got it around the screw. Okay, it is around the screw. So we'll put it up here. Close the loop a little bit better. Make sure it's tight. There. Okay, so we'll close the screws we're not going to be using because you don't want it to touch the Okay, we'll strip our wires with our 14 gauge hole. Put our black will make our loop the direction our screw turns. Make sure it's nice and tight. Over here we'll get our white around the silver colored screw. Okay, now fold the wires in like this. We'll put a bare ground wire on the green screw here. So short. So short. I hate how those green screws rip up your Phillips screwdrivers. So I'll tighten it up. Now I'll bring the camera down so you can see the green screw I put in the back. Okay, so we'll pop our screws out of the outlet here. And we'll screw this into the box. Our ground wire staying away from everything here. And since that connector is so close there, we're going to take and we're going to shorten that screw up, because that way you don't strip the screw up and make the outlet go in loose. So we'll just clip it a little shorter. And we'll stick our cover back on here. There, now they have a safe outlet to use. Our cover's a little bit bent, so we'll take that off and try to straighten it. That'll be a little more straight. That's the best it's going to be until we get a new cover. And here's how broken up the outlet was that we took out of there. See how broken that is there? So let's see what they got on this one here. They did cut the screws on this one. Nope, they didn't. I thought maybe they did. Boy, they did sloppy work hooking the wires around the screws there. There's our broken part right there. That whole spot right there is all broken out. Okay, we're going to put our green screw in the back of the box here. This is a lot easier because this one's not way back in a corner. We'll use a Wago connector here. There goes one. Make sure our copper is up at the top there. Like that. We'll get our number 2 in here. Make sure our copper goes up to the top. See how I get up to the top there? Okay, we'll pull another piece of ground wire out of our Romex here. We'll cut off the marred piece there. We'll go in. Well, you know what? If it goes crooked, you know what? You take it out and you straighten it up. See how it's not down in all the way, so I just work it down in. I'll push it in with my pliers here. See how the copper is going down to the bottom there? Okay, it's in all the way. I make sure it's down at the bottom. For some reason, it doesn't look like it's down at the bottom, but it's past the barb, so it's in. So we're not going to frustrate, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to get it back into our box here. And now we can start hooking up our new outlet. This is 14 gauge wires, and we use it on a 15 amp circuit breaker. Okay, so we'll first hook our two black wires up, because we'll flip them around and put them on the bottom, and we'll put our whites on the top. Here in the country I was born in, black wire goes on the brass screw, the narrow slot. White wires go on the silver screw, the wider slot, and the bare ground wire, the green wire, goes on the ground screw. You always put your wires around the screw the direction that the screw turns. There's one. Make sure it's a nice solid connection like that. Okay, we'll flip this down, bring it around over this way. Get our ground wire up on the top over here. And now we'll hook our whites up on the silver screw here. Make sure you get your copper under the screw head all the way around. See how when you turn the screw the right direction, it tightens the loop as you tighten the screw, and you make sure the insulation's not under the screw head. If you put it around the screw backwards, it'll open that loop. So you don't want to put it around the screw the opposite direction. Make sure our copper is under the screw head all the way around. Our insulation is up at least to the blue, but up into the blue a little bit, but not under the screw head. That's what we want right there. And we'll put our bare ground wire around the green screw. I hate how those Phillips heads ruin your Phillips screwdrivers. I wish they made them all the same as the brass and the silver colored. Okay, there it is. Now we'll push our wires into the box. Okay, we'll make sure our ground wire stays up away from everything here. There we go. We'll shorten the screws because see, it will just hit the back of that connector there. See, I'll hit the back of that connector and it'll bend it and make it go cockeyed. So we'll flip our screw shorter here. So we get a nice, true, tight fit to the box. Make sure it's nice and tight here. I'll just look to make sure our ground wire is back out of the way so it doesn't touch anything we don't want it to touch. They painted this out all up. Wow, we have some real sloppy connections on this outlet here. Wow, look at how they did that white wire around the silver screw. And let's look at the black wire. Black one looks okay. But we're going to put a nice new outlet in here. Somebody put a screw where the ground screw, a sheetrock screw where the ground screw goes. We'll take that out. We'll put it up here where that other hole is and just see if it tightens up. Yes, it does. It's biting into something nice and solid. Okay, it's nice and tight against the wall. Take our ground screw and put it in our hole right here. Pull all our paper out of here. We'll go around that green screw in the back here. There's where we put our ground wire on the green screw. Okay, so we'll close the screws we're not going to use. Let's see if this ground wire is going to be long enough to go up here to our top. It looks like it's just going to be barely long enough. So we'll put our black on this side over here. Get our copper around the screw all the way. Make sure it's nice and tight. I don't like how that's a little open there, so I'm going to loosen this up. I'll just shorten it just a little bit there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Swing it around. Get our white on the silver colored screw here. Close our loop up like that. Make sure it's nice and tight. We can go up, black and our white, and our ground wire is going to be a real tricky one to get on here. It's so short. So short. So short. But I just thank God that I have a ground wire than don't have a ground wire. And I hate those Phillips screws tearing up my screwdrivers. And we'll just tighten it up the best we can. Just long enough to get it in there. And we'll shorten our others. Oh, they have one, they shortened the other one, so I'll just use the other one that was there. They shortened it so I don't hit the connector in the back. Make sure it's nice and tight. We'll stick our cover back on here. I'll shorten our screws so we don't hit the back of the break. We don't want to break the back of the outlet out with the screw. I'll show you what happens when you use a regular long 632 screw from the outlet to put a cover on. And when you tighten it on it, see there's a little space there, so when you tighten it to put a metal cover plate on, see how it pushes apart the outlet like that? See, and that's how tight it would be with a metal cover, and it pushes the outlet apart. This is the one we did yesterday where we took the lamp wire out of it and we didn't have any green screws, so we're going to put a green screw in the back of this box here. Because when you hook an outlet up, you're supposed to bond the ground wire to the box and to the outlet. Okay, it's going to be long enough so I can just unhook from our green screw here. Now I had this green screw right in my hand, and now I don't. Oh, here it is. Oh, they screwed the sheetrock screw into the threaded hole, so I'll take that out. And I'll go up here. This is the outlet I took that lamp chandelier wire out of. Okay, that's biting into something nice and solid there. Nice and tight. Tight. This is our green screw. It fits right on a Phillips screwdriver. I'll put it in the threaded hole there. Okay, this sheetrock screw didn't run the Phillips screw, the threaded hole. So I'll take it back, get it around the screw. Okay, it's nice and tight. And we'll put our ground wire on the top. Okay, so we'll flip our outlet around this way. So we'll bring our wire around this way. Make sure it's nice and tight, and I'll show you the back of the box. Okay, now we'll put this back into our box here. Now this is a deeper box, so I don't have to worry about hitting the connector with the longer screws. Alrighty, that is how to replace wall receptacles here in the country I was born in, inside of a shopping center. This is a store that's going to be rented out very soon. We use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a switch loop or a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching.